Yeah. What up, my beautiful honeys? This is a brand new segment of No Degree called STS, aka Shooting the Shit. I am surrounded by the usual crew, but I'm just talking by myself right now, so I've got duct tape over their mouths, and I just want to let everybody know that we have some new audio equipment. So we've got some new microphones, I've got an interface, and the sound quality is going to be way better, hopefully from now on. I don't know if I'm going to upload this before or after episodes that I still have queued up, but everything, what's the word that I'm looking for? Everything that's recorded, like, chronologically is the word I was looking for, after this, in real time, will have great audio. So, with that, there is a trade-off. We only have 2 microphones for 4 people, so we're going to have to be trading them off. So if there's a small gap in audio or break in audio, that's why. And I'm sorry about that, but not everything's perfect. So you're gonna have to live with it as a loyal listener of No Degree Podcast. And one last announcement: stickers are still for sale. Shoot Films Not Guns stickers. They're $1. If you want one, please just message me. I'm pretty sure you can message me through Anchor, but I'll have to double check on that. But anyway, with that being said, I would like to introduce my guests, my lovely guests here for the first episode of Shoot the Shit on No Degree Podcast. First off, we have the wonderful Gabriel Burning, who gives his household to host us almost every week. Yeah. Gabe, what do you have to say for yourself, man? You're the shit.
I just have to say that I am very honored to be on this podcast, and I appreciate the call out, Oliver.
Of course.
I'm happy to, host this podcast and, kind of get it going. But yeah, we'll talk about my messed up toilet later. But other than that, it's a nice little setting here. Got a big TV thanks to my brother. So I'm huge shout out to my brother.
How many inches is this
David
thing?
Burning. I don't know. I don't even know. Architecture school did not train me to detect how.
Looks like at least a fucking million.
Yeah, probably a million. Yeah, my studio apartment is an IMAX theater. you guys aren't seeing this now. It's an IMAX theater. It looks like a one-bedroom apartment. Yeah, the other day I was asking my landlord, hey, sorry, rent's gonna be a little late, and he's like, "Get out of my theater, you bum!" And I'm just like, sorry, I'm homeless. I'm just here by myself and my friends.
With my IMAX theater.
It's fine.
So the next person on the list is Tori Rainey, who is, I don't know if I want to say the pessimist of the group. She usually hates everything.
Mean.
I can't.
I just hate you.
She just hates me.
Yeah. I did love Prisoners. What else do you like? Not a lot.
You don't like anything else?
I like cheesecake.
Like cheesecake. Tori brought us cheesecake tonight.
Does that count?
I just want to emphasize that Tori brought us cheesecake.
Well, you see. The internet? That's where I get everything. Oh, where did I get the recipe? Says Colin. I says from the internet where I get everything. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you for bringing the treats, Tori.
You're welcome.
It's as much as we joke about hating each other, it's very much appreciated that you bring that.
Yeah.
So thank you.
You're welcome.
And last on around the table, Tori, if you could hand your mic to Colin, please. We have Colin Cooper, who
Hello. It's me, Colin.
I half expected you to just burp into the mic.
God, no. I'm not a pig. No, I don't. I'm just Colin brings the jackassery usually to the podcast. I have no redeeming qualities. The only reason they let me sit here is because they like Tori, because she brings baked goods, and I drive Tori here. That's about the extent of my role.
I would combat that, but it's pretty spot on. So,
also new for me this week, or at least tonight, I'm a toothpick guy, and I've got a toothpick in my mouth right now.
Dude, it looks good.
Thanks.
With the beard,
yeah. I'm actually.
Yeah, say it's the smallest pipe of all time.
It's the smallest pipe of all time.
Well, it looks good on you,
Thanks.
especially with that nice amount of facial
I bet
hair
it
that
looked
I
good
already
in me
mentioned.
too.
God, I don't even want to think about that.
It's too late. We're talking about it. It's happening.
Dude, guys, thank you so much for doing this with me. I shouted you all out
Oliver,
on Facebook.
Thank you for doing this
Why?
and having us here with you.
Why thank me, dude? Anyone could do it.
But I couldn't do it.
Yeah, you could, dude. I literally just pressed
just
the
wanna
button
thank
and,
God.
and it's going.
And my mom. And my dad for letting me use the car to drive here tonight. Thanks, Mom and Dad. And God.
You're welcome, son. It's not a problem. I'm happy to let you use my car anytime. But we're not here to talk about cars. We're here to loosely talk about movies. This is, after all, shooting the shit. It's not going to be strictly about one movie this time. We're
Or
not.
shit.
Well, we are watching a movie tonight, but we're not going to be talking about it specifically. Maybe next episode.
Maybe next episode.
But so we got a bunch of topics about a lot of different stuff that we want to talk about, and hopefully it leads to some fruitful conversation. The first thing that we're talking about, which we already got into it before we started recording, is
Religion. I'm kidding.
religion. We're both kidding. So here's the deal.
What's the
I
deal?
don't, I don't give a shit what you eat or what you don't eat. Unless it physically pains you or makes you sick to eat food, if someone makes something for you and brings it over to your house or to your event, fucking eat it. What do you have to say, Tori?
Why are you making eye contact with me? Like
I'm
you
making eye
made
contact
me
with everyone.
something that I didn't eat.
What? I'm making eye contact with everyone.
No.
That was unintentional, and I apologize.
Yeah, you better.
But I'm not kidding. If someone brings food over to your house that they made, and you're a vegetarian, and they made a chicken dish,
You better eat that goddamn food.
eat it.
Or stick it up your ass. By the way,
Fucking
it's going in one of those
eat
holes.
it.
A chicken enema.
Chick enema.
But I mean,
It's one word. It's a chicken enema.
I'm being for real though. Like, you don't have to. I understand. I was a vegetarian for a while because I wanted to stop harming animals. But honestly, the human connection of sharing a meal trumps that for me.
Fair enough. Yeah, the
And-
only thing I can think of is if you really wanted to like spread the message of like, vegetarianism, like all that it'll do is get that person to maybe think about it. But in that case, it's just like you could just say, "Hey, like thanks for the meal and like, consider this. It makes me happy."
Exactly.
And if you really want to send messages, you got to get radical. You got to find the source of the problem. So go to Wikipedia, figure out how to make some C4 bombs, and go bomb the nearest slaughterhouse near you.
Do not do that. As much as I would like that, do not do it.
Does this sound weird?
It's just like, it sounds so good through the new audio gear that we have.
Yes.
Like, it should sound horrible, but it doesn't.
What did it sound like?
Sounded exactly like it would sound like if I wasn't wearing headphones.
That's something my friends and I always used to do in high school. We used to do the Zoidberg thing with our fingers over our nose and like flap them like we were blowing our nose in a tissue. Just I can't do it.
Oh my god. That's enough of that, man.
Thanks.
But yeah,
Thanks for that.
I don't care what enemies I make with that statement. If someone makes you food, all right, there is an exception. There's an exception. If it's like a large gathering where like tons of people can eat it, that's fine if you don't want it. Put your hand down. But if it's like a small group like this, like it's less than 5 people, eat the food.
So you're not saying anything against people who have allergies, right?
No. That's what I tried to clarify at the beginning.
I just wanted to clarify. your
Like unless it like physically hurts you or like it like makes you sick to eat it, then just get over it, dude. Like, what the hell?
Get over it.
Yeah.
Eat the goddamn food.
Dude, this is fun. This is already fun.
Dude, I'm sorry if you have allergies. You're a wimp. I'm just saying. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Still,
he's not.
I want to test my keyboard through these mics just real quick.
Dude, it works.
It works.
It works.
Tight.
It works, man. Maybe you can be like a... Dude, keep going. Yeah, you can just be the fill for when we ramble.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord.
I can't wait to hear that on the playback.
And he's been waiting for this moment for all his life.
Let's try and talk about movies for a little bit. And I want to start it off with Colin. So, basic topic. What is your favorite movie? And I handed my mic this time because I've had mine the whole time. What is your favorite movie, Colin, and why?
My favorite movie ever? I always hate that question. It's a tough one. But if I have to think about my favorite movie I've ever seen, I'd probably have to tell you, probably Zootopia. It's just amazing the way the animals are animals. And it's like, who knew that there's so many shenanigans, going on at the zoo when people weren't looking, probably, I'm suspecting. I don't know. I love Zootopia. It's... Yes. I have seen Zootopia. It's amazing. No, okay, honestly, my favorite movie ever is probably, well, I don't know. You can pick from any number of, people's top 10 lists, and there are publications that tell you what the best movies are, in a sort of objective kind of way. But movies that aren't often talked about. My favorite never talked about movie is probably 2004's The Punisher, starring Thomas Jane and John Travolta. It's often overlooked, and it was critically shat upon when it came out. People really just weren't kind of going for the whole R-rated Marvel movie thing back in 2004. But I think quite a bit has changed now. And if you compare it to the Netflix series with, what's his face? John Bernthal, thank you. It's pretty much everything the movie was, but to a lesser degree. It's violent, it's sad, it's got some shocking moments in it. But even in the over the course of 20 episodes or whatever, it still falls short of the movie, which just had all of that, just with a little bit more. And I think had that movie come out, 10, 15 years later, people would have been much more receptive than they were originally. Which, I don't know. I always liked it. I love violence. I think the Punisher's a cool guy. He's down on his luck. I'm just gonna go kill some people. Why not? So, yeah, Zootopia, fucking great movie. It's the bunny or frog.
You were
Fox.
right, Officer Hawk.
One of the animals is just hilarious, and I don't know. How about you, Victoria? What's your favorite movie, and why? Do you have a favorite movie? Have you seen a movie?
I have two.
She hasn't even
Really
seen the movie.
struggling with picking one. Can I say
Well-
them both and then pick one? Or do I have to pick one?
How about you say them both and we vote?
Can I say them both and then pick one?
Say them both and we vote on which one's your favorite.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go. Just what's your favorite movie?
Night at the Roxbury
All right.
and Step Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Wonderful
both amazing.
films. I should probably give this back
Night
to
at the
Oliver. Oliver, would you like
Roxbury.
the mic?
Have you guys seen it?
Okay.
Either of
well,
those?
Step Brothers is quite quite comical, is it not?
Both of them are quite comical.
What do you like about Step Brothers?
Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell specifically. You got a bit of a woman
Yes.
crush for Will Ferrell, huh?
It's not a woman crush. It's just
Is it a
like
man crush?
any. Yes,
It
it's
can
a
be
man
either.
crush.
It's 2019.
Yeah, Will Ferrell. He's
Tell me
in
about
both
Night at the
movies.
Roxbury. What the hell is that? I've never heard of this.
Yes, you have.
I know, but nobody else has.
When did it come out? Do you know? It's old.
Let me gauge the room. All right. Oliver, have you ever seen Night at the Roxbury?
Never even heard of Night at the Roxbury.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
I'm offended.
I'm sorry.
You better be. Can we watch it? Gabe, have you seen Night at the Roxbury?
I have never seen Night at the Roxbury.
Would you watch it?
I would.
Can we watch it? It's
I
fantastic.
mean, we can.
Colin said no, but if you want, like, we can have like a date night or something, and we can just watch it together. Okay?
Yes,
Yeah, dude.
we're gonna do that
Gabe's the side B,
because
the side burning.
it's the best movie. Yeah, so it's these two brothers that are really weird and super awkward, and they still live at home with their parents.
Wait, this is Night at the Roxbury.
This is Night at the Roxbury.
So
Amazing. It's really funny.
the two
It's a
movies
sh-
that you like are the exact same thing. Is what you're
Yeah,
saying?
but like one's 40 years newer, and then yeah.
So is Step Brothers just a remake?
Really, it is, and I like the prequel better. Essentially,
Did we just
John
discover a
C.
new
Reilly
cinematic
is-
universe? That's what some we should talk about: is cinematic universes, and the Diet Coke cinematic universe. I'm about to blow the conspiracy out of the water. You're saying something about Steve Brule?
yes, Dr. Steve Brule.
What were you saying about him?
I love him too. That's why it's really hard to pick. That's what I said. Oh
Yeah,
my
his
God.
real name is Steve Brule. What do you have?
You done? Anyways, they're both great movies. I think we'll have to watch them. Gabe, do you have a favorite movie? And why?
I do have a favorite movie, and here's why. Okay, Colin just said Silence of the Lambs, and I sincerely do love that movie. It is in my top 5, and I kind of treat my top 5 equally, but since, the other ones are like, Indiana Jones, Star Wars, The Godfather, and Silence of the Lambs, which are all very highly acclaimed. The 5th one is very highly acclaimed too, but I feel like it's less talked about. It's what the Los Angeles Daily News calls a masterpiece of tremendous power and beauty, and what Siskel and Ebert give 2 thumbs up.
Say Ebert, like Roger Ebert.
Like Roger Ebert.
Let me see.
Yeah. And that is the 1997 film Life is Beautiful. It is an Italian film, and basically the director also stars in it, and his love interest in the movie is his wife in real life, and it is a very touching movie. It was actually one of the first PG-13 movies I've ever seen, and
Did you
I
see it
remember
when you were 12.
I don't know if probably when I was 12
So
or
it was
11.
illegal for you to watch it the first time.
Yeah, it was illegal, pretty much. So basically, yeah, I saw it, just at home with my parents, and the ending kind of threw me for a loop. Like, I just wasn't expecting it, but the whole movie is just very moving and emotional. Like, I don't know, like, there's great feelings of sadness, but also just love and, a lot of, like, kind of elements of self-sacrifice, because it does take place, like, during World War II and during the Holocaust, and the main character is Jewish, that sort of thing. But it's such a beautiful movie. Like, everything just comes together very well. It's very nostalgic for me. And honestly, like, I've showed it to every one of my past girlfriends. So, yeah. Yeah.
Which are how many, Gabe? Like 40 billion?
3. But
3
whatever.
billion?
Yeah, 3 billion. There you go.
Gabe's license plate says "Slay all day."
Oh, my gosh. Just kidding. It actually says, I'm not going to disclose that, even though I do have it memorized.
Yeah, don't say
Anyways, yeah, I'm
don't
not
say your license plate.
I'm not. I was gonna say, like, people are gonna be impressed. Like, I'm just gonna say it, but but then I realized
No personal information outside of names to
exactly.
be portrayed to the general public, please.
But seriously,
Yeah, that's a really cool thing to talk about. Let's just give out our social security numbers right now.
yeah.
No,
But-
I'm not
but-
giving
but
you the mic. I'm afraid you'd actually
Seriously, ladies, if any of you are out there and you want to see Life is Beautiful, and I know you can't see me, but if you love the sound of my voice, just
gave
let
up.
Oliver
do
know.
it. His phone number is.
Just let Oliver know, and he'll let me know. And yeah. But anyways, yeah, Life is Beautiful. One of my favorite films of all
Sounds
time.
really good. I mean, my favorite movie ever is a love movie as well, which is Her by Spike Jonze.
Oh,
came
is that the one where it has like Will Ferrell and he's like one of two awkward brothers that stays at
Wait,
home?
have you seen it?
And there's like they have like a pet bunny rabbit or something.
Dude.
And they named the bunny rabbit Punisher. And then Bunny Rabbit is also the bunny from Monty Python that kills people.
Oh, God. The cinematic universe. It's all coming together.
The prophecy. But tell us about Her.
Yeah, so Her is, as I said, it's my favorite movie. I like it a lot. Similar to what Gabe was saying, it's a really just emotional and sentimental movie about, like, what it means to be in love as opposed to, like, a specific love story between two characters. Because that does
Mhm.
happen between, fucking, God damn it, how do I forget his name? Theo and Samantha in the movie. But it's more about, since Samantha's an AI, it's like, takes it past the level of it being strictly human. And so it's more about the idea of what it means to fall in love with someone or something as opposed to, like, a very specific character falling in love with another very specific character, which I think is amazing. It's one of those movies where, like, it didn't really hit me very hard on first watch, but, like, the next day I was like, next day I was sore.
Oh my god.
No, I'm not even kidding though. Like, the next day I woke up and I'm like, man, that might be one of the best movies I've ever seen, and now I think it is the best movie I've ever seen. And everything in
Wow.
it is so well done, like the world building and the costume design, and
Nice.
it's just a really good movie. And if anyone hasn't seen it by this point, which have you guys seen it?
I have not seen Her.
Oh, so I very highly recommend the movie. Also, get ready for, like, one of the best soundtracks you've ever heard. So, I don't know. That's my favorite movie, and that's why I like it. About to say
Oliver.
something? What?
Have you seen the parody of Her called Him?
No.
It's starring Colin and his Volvo.
Oh God, dude. What's your Volvo's name?
Holly.
Got to grab the mic. Current car is Holly. Body 3. Face
3.
4. But my ex was Toby. Body 10. Face 10. And we dunced it. Oh yes. I had to get the exhaust pipe widened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hit that sexually. That was a while ago.
Before she blimped up. Oh,
So have you actually recorded a video of you and Holly?
I've frequently thought about maybe putting something out there on one of the subreddits.
Put it up on a machine tube.
What?
Machine tube.
Machine tube. I was thinking about going straight for the mothership, the old corn hub, but to be honest, I was afraid of losing my job if someone, if it got back to me that I was, seen online having sexual relations with my vehicles. I like my job. It's good.
Okay, can we talk about that noise you just made?
Can we talk about what now?
That noise you just made.
That noise?
Yeah, what
the
the hell
noise?
was that? Are you
I
Mrs.
don't know.
Fowl?
Who?
Jimmy Neutron?
No, I'm Colin.
Okay.
Silly.
Whatever you
Goofball.
say, Mrs. Fowl.
Okay, dick.
Dude, so next topic we have on the list is the fucking Oscars this year.
They are amazing. Probably the most quality bit of television that you could ever grace yourself with. You come home from work,
The
tired,
listeners can't see it,
shit
but
on your
I'm
boss's
I'm
desk.
disgusted.
Oliver is making faces at me. Faces that could be. that are clearly
Oliver, you're trying to tell me you
Those
bought
of
this all this
disgust.
fancy new equipment, and nobody can hear the emotion in your face?
yes. His face looks quite disgusted, but could it be very easily misconstrued as a sexually intimate face? I'm not sure.
Colin,
Am I getting the right vibes?
this is why I had you sit next to me.
I think we got our movie, Oliver.
I think we got to move, Colin. I think we got to get out of here.
I think this chair's big enough for the both of us.
I'm not sitting in that chair.
We
with
sit
you.
in the poliest of polies. That's actually not true. I'm very small, very discreet. You wouldn't even know.
All right. Well, we don't have to talk about that at all. Ever.
The Oscars. They suck,
Talking
man.
about the Oscars. Dude, I saw the list. My actual audible reaction was, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's bullshit. How the... I'm trying not to swear so much.
No, you can
How
swear all you want.
is Bohemian Rhapsody on the list for best film?
I'm gonna not answer that. I'm not the person to talk.
Did you see it?
No.
I hate you.
Is Black Panther on the list?
Black Panther is on the list.
Fucking
How
kidding me?
is Black Panther on the
Now-
list?
Have you seen it?
Have you seen Black Panther?
Yes.
Was it trash?
Here's the deal.
Is it just good?
Here's the deal. As someone who is not a part of the black community, I thought it was very average and not that great. But the thing is, you listen to people from that community talk about it, and whether or not this is accurate, this is the first movie centered around black people that isn't about drugs or slavery, which is huge. That's a huge deal. Like first, like mainstream, like big budget blockbuster. That's centered around black people that isn't about drugs or slavery, and that's a huge deal. I can't deny that's a huge deal. The thing that bothers me is this movie was just not that great, and it's totally relying on its social significance to get into the Oscars, which are already a joke. Like who even cares about the Oscars anymore? But still, like, it's totally relying on stuff that's not even like directly in the movie, quote unquote, to get by. And I might be saying that completely wrong, but I hope my point is at least coming through.
The only time I cared about the Oscars is when JonTron's flex tape won an Oscar.
Oh yeah, same. But yeah, does that make sense? What I'm trying to say?
Well, I actually haven't seen the movie because I refused to pay money to go see it in the theater, and then just I didn't really care that much when it came out on DVD or whatever. But honestly, my perception. First off, I thought the trailer sucked. I mean, I'm really not into the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe, so sorry if I'm stepping on some fingers right now, but I don't really get behind the whole Avengers thing.
Yeah.
They're shallow, you know. They crank them out like Call of Duty. It's crazy.
I think they're great. I love them. I watch every single one. But
Good.
Go on.
Good, great for you. I couldn't help but feel that Black Panther. I feel like people made a bigger deal about it, kind of exactly because of what you were saying, because of its significance as, you know, a movie featuring largely black cast. I feel like it got a bit of a free pass, in a way that I think is maybe kind of ironic if you've ever seen the movie Get Out by Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
Where they call attention to people trying to be, overtly, anti-racist, and therefore then being just as bad as a normal racist. Now, I'm not saying that everybody is a racist. I'm saying that I think people are kind of a bit hypocritical.
Yeah. That's something that I definitely want to agree on you. I just agree with you. I just, not being a member of that community, I can't really speak on it because, as
Mhm.
I said, this movie is such a big deal to that community, and I can't take that away from them. Is the thing.
No, and
Because
Wha-
as
and
a
you
as
ca-
as
no
a white
one
guy,
can.
as like a straight white male, I have been on top for so long that
I'm more of a
saying
bottom myself. It's true. And
that trying
it's
to
not
demean
true.
something that means that much to like my brother in the world is I don't want to do that. All I'm trying to say here is that the movie is not that great on a surface level.
But people
But-
pretend like it
But
is.
the significance that it caused, like for people that like needed that representation, is huge.
I'm bummed out it couldn't have been a different movie.
I'm really scared that I'm really scared that I'm inadvertently being super racist right now, which I hope I'm not.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we are, but then again, we're all white males. Even Tori's a white male. She just hides it.
Yeah, we're not talking about this anymore.
I mean, really, I feel like, okay, this is going to make me sound mean. I feel like a lot of the Marvel movies pander to the lowest common denominator. The reason I don't go see Marvel movies is because you don't have to think to go see a Marvel movie. They don't address, and I'm not saying a movie has to address, but they're completely ignorant of anything, of a lot of social issues. Maybe Black Panther being an exception because, it's
yeah.
Obviously not that with the, all black cast, or, they're calling, attention to a much more complex social issue. But I think for me, I was just bummed to see that social issue being addressed in a fucking Marvel movie, next to Captain America, which is one of the biggest pieces of trash
Wait,
that
which
I've
one?
ever seen. Any of them. I didn't
Dude,
really
the
like
second
either of them.
Captain America is awesome.
I don't know. See, for me, I like a movie where I can walk away from it feeling.
You what?
I love Captain America.
I'm sorry.
We made eye contact. I just needed to say it.
Captain America's great. It's up there with Zootopia, honestly, in my list of all-time favorites.
You're fine. Is Captain America like an awkward brother who's like been in a house all his life?
It's an awkward side piece, just like you, Gabe. But I'm also Tori's side piece, so that makes you a tertiary side piece. The real piece is actually the cheesecake she brought over tonight, which we should maybe not eat in light of that news. Marvel movies, I think, are just shallow. I mean, I think it's exactly what a lot of American cinema is, in that it's entertainment. It doesn't address really anything. There's, no underlying themes that
All right, I gotta disagree with you on that.
Go ahead.
And I don't want to talk about Marvel movies this whole time.
All right,
But
let's not
what I will say is,
talk about Gabe's fucked up toilet.
you have to, Marvel movies, like in terms of plot, I agree with you.
Okay.
The plot is just there as a means to an end. What really gets in the meat, what the meat, quote unquote, of a Marvel movie is the characters and their values. Like you can very much identify what each character will do in a certain situation based on their attributes. Like, you guys know I'm like one of the biggest Spider-Man fans of all time. And
I'm
that's because
talking about more recent Marvel movies. I love the Spider-Man trilogy.
No, I'm talking about even in the MCU, this
Okay,
Tom Holland
okay.
Spider-Man.
All right.
You can point at Spider-Man and be like, this is what he believes in, this is what he does. I believe you can do that with Captain America. I believe you can do that with Iron Man. The only characters I believe you can't really do that with are the smaller ones like Vision, Scarlet Witch, and like, I don't know, the smaller characters that don't have like their own movies. Even Black Panther, like, you can look at him and be like, this is what he believes in and this is what he's going to do.
What
Which
does he
is-
believe in?
What are you asking me?
What
that?
does Black Panther believe in?
I couldn't tell you because I fell asleep during the movie. But no, I'm being serious. Like, I don't know. To me, it's like all about the characters in Marvel movies rather than because if
Yeah.
you're looking at just on like a storytelling level, then no, it's not that.
Maybe that's
interesting.
it for me. Maybe sometimes I just want it to be a little bit deeper. I want to walk away feeling emotionally affected, not like, oh, what a great movie.
Well, have
I'm
you
gonna
seen
go home
Infinity
and
War?
Eat my dick.
Have you seen Infinity War?
Infinity War.
The newest Avengers?
No, I have not.
I would recommend watching that because that really changes up the Marvel formula quite a
Okay.
bit. So I would. It's like an investment because it's like 2.5 hours long, but
Ooh,
It's really-
that is
it's-
an investment.
it's really fun, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by the ending.
Maybe that could be good for me. I think sometimes I'm too pessimistic.
Yeah, it changes up the.
Can't shit on every movie.
We don't need to keep talking about this. Let's just keep going. I want
What's
to talk.
next?
I want to talk about. I want to talk about the one good film. Actually, there's two good films that I think made it into the Oscar list this year, and that's Roma, which I haven't seen, and The Favorite, which I have seen. And I want to talk about The Favorite.
And I'm gonna pass this off to Gabe, who might know what those are.
Have you guys seen The Favorite?
I have not seen The Favorite, but since Colin just handed the mic to me, I'll pretend like I have.
No, we're not gonna do that. Have you guys seen Roma?
No. Noma.
Noma. Okay, well, we don't have to go into that then, but know that those two movies are pretty much the only contenders that actually should be up for Best Picture.
Gotcha. That's what I've heard.
Everything else I've seen has just looked bland, boring, and just not inspiring at all.
Fair enough.
I don't know. We'll see who wins. Actually, is Black Klansman up for Best Picture?
Yeah.
I saw that. Black Klansman's actually pretty good.
That's Spike Lee, right?
Yep. I did not see Vice.
Oh, here you go, Colin.
Sorry. Hello. I really fucking want to see that movie. It looked awesome.
Yeah, Black Klansman's good.
Can't remember why I couldn't go see it.
I still don't think it needs to be nominated for Best Picture, but
Really?
yeah. But it is good. You know what should be on there? If Beale Street Could Talk. I saw that movie last week.
Beale Street?
Beale Street. It's you know Moonlight, the film.
Yeah.
It's the same director as Moonlight,
Oh.
and it's about it's like this couple that is in love with each other, and the guy gets arrested for something he didn't do, and they have to figure out how to and then the wife, or not the wife, but the girlfriend is pregnant, and they have to figure out how to make their life work while he's in jail, and it just like there are these moments. It's like similar to how I felt when I was watching Her. It's like there's these moments that just it's like this existential beauty, and I don't understand how that got snubbed for Best Picture.
Sometimes the good ones slip through.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely in there in some categories. I just think I think there's films that it could have replaced for a Best Picture nomination. Is all I'm saying. We can move on from the Oscars because honestly, I thought I had a lot to talk about, but I don't think I think I've kind of shut it out of my mind.
Will you watch the Oscars this year?
I'm not watching them. I'll watch the highlights like on YouTube or something.
That's more than I would do.
But no, I'm not going to be watching them.
Probably watch SpongeBob.
Yeah, I'll just watch. Oh, these aren't pies. They're made at a bomb factory. They're bombs.
They go straight to your thighs.
Then you blow up. We have next on the list for topics just Mark Wahlberg.
Fuck Mark Wahlberg.
I want you to just rant, Colin. About
Okay,
Mark.
all right, fine.
Marky
all right,
Mark.
I'm going to set the food down. I'm going to put two hands on this and choke up. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Mark Wahlberg. Do people know how big of a piece of shit Mark Wahlberg is? Oliver, tell me.
Didn't he get away with like
No, I don't.
plenty of crimes when he was younger?
So, yes, I'm glad you brought that up, Gabe. Mark Wahlberg is the proverbial cocksucker of our generation. He blinded a Vietnamese man when he was 16 because he beat him within an inch of his life over, like, I think he was, like, on drugs or something about drugs or
oh my god.
in some way, shape, or form. Drugs were involved. Mark Wahlberg was involved, and he beat the shit out of this guy until he couldn't fucking see. No one ever
God.
talks about this. On top of that, he's a douchebag. He's super overinflated. His ego makes me want to throw up and shit my pants at the same time. You know, the kind that, you know, you don't know which end it's going to come out, and you're just praying to God that can put you out of your misery in some way, shape, or another. You're sitting on the toilet, you got
Don't
a
bring
trash
back
can. And
PTSD. That's happened to me before.
But, like, Mark Wahlberg, in every fucking movie he's in, is so stupid. I mean, the most recent one I can think of is with the stupid fucking trash movie with Will Ferrell,
Yeah, Daddy's Home.
Daddy's Home. And I know you love Will Ferrell, Tori.
I do,
And
but
I'm
I
not
don't
here
love
to
that
shit on Will
movie.
Ferrell. He's my god. I wish he'd be my dad. I have a lot of dads. I'm not sure who my real dad is. But Mark Wahlberg is a bitch. And I challenge him to a fight. And I want him to
You
come here to
don't.
Cincinnati, and I'm
Don't do that.
going to take him on.
No thanks. Actually, he's in Cincinnati.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's
I
got Wahlburgers
didn't mean any of that.
here,
Take it back.
and he
I'm
owns
sorry.
a Chevy
Sorry,
dealership
Mark.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about to say Colin needs to fight Marky Mark at
Dude.
Wahlburgers. That'd
Mark-
be epic.
Mark Wahlberg could kick your ass. He is jacked.
If you want to
Yeah,
know,
well,
Mark, if you're listening and you want to know Colin's address, I'm not going to give it to you.
he'll probably blind me too. Maybe
Oh, yeah.
not, since I'm not Vietnamese, but I can't speak to that. That may not have had anything to
Hey,
do
at
with
least
it.
the benefit is you won't have to look at Marky Mark ever again.
That's true. I don't think.
But you
Okay,
can
I'm
still
not.
listen to
Okay.
Good vibrations.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I'll give him
go
some
on.
good vibrations when I run him the fuck over. That's the only way I could. That's the only way I could take
Okay.
Mark Wahlberg on. I would never fist fight him. He'd kill me,
But I mean, it's just Mark Wahlberg. It's just Mark Wahlberg.
dude. Mark Wahlberg would take my ass, shred it so fucking wide open that Evel Knievel wouldn't be able to make that fucking jump.
But it's just Mark Wahlberg. It's just Mark Wahlberg, man. He wakes up at 2 a.m. every day.
To fucking beat his cock off so hard while he's working out. Have you seen his Instagram page? It's all him working out and flexing hard. I mean, I think good for you. You're a good looking dude. You know, you're in shape. I'm a fat
He gets
schlub
up at
piece
2
of shit.
a.m.
I don't follow him on Instagram.
How do you know about his Instagram?
It just popped up one day. I don't know why.
Sure, Colin.
Okay.
It popped up in your search
There's
bar.
this this one picture you can see the outline of his dickhead in his gym shorts.
Ooh. I might have to get on his Instagram.
Getting on it, don't worry.
I don't want to see it. Don't show it to me.
That's it's not really. I'm just being a punk.
Are you really?
Mark Wahlberg, I don't know. Maybe he's a decent guy. All I know is he was a big shithead when he was before he was famous, and then kind of like as he was becoming famous. And he seems to be an even bigger shithead now, seeing as he plays himself in every fucking movie.
Dude, in the first Transformers movie he was in,
Yes.
aka Commercial, the movie, there's a scene where a Bud Light truck like flips over and the Bud Light logo like screeches right into the camera. And then Mark Wahlberg comes in and he's like, "We gotta get going. We gotta take down the Decepticons." And like opens up a Bud Light like right in front of the camera, and then like chugs it down with the logo like perfectly in frame. And he's like,
Right.
"Let's go!" And I'm
Mark
like,
Wahlberg.
it's like, thanks for that Bud Light advertisement in the middle of my movie. It's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, dude? Fucking ads, dude. I like product placement. Like, you know, it's good product placement when you don't even notice it.
Or if it's a Wayne's World scenario and you openly mock it.
What
But
is he doing in this?
he's fucking working out. So we're looking at a video of Mark Wahlberg oiling himself up or some shit like
Oil?
that.
It looks like a green laser. What is that?
Oh, he's laser removing his hair, probably.
Cryoscience?
I don't know.
Like freezing?
He's shirtless for no fucking reason.
Look at his
wearing dress
pants.
pants.
He's in dress pants. Look.
He's got a bulge in the crotch area, but
No,
there's
that doesn't matter. It's just
it's because he's so fucking hard at the thought of himself being shirtless in dress pants. Has nothing to do with
I don't.
sexual relations. You think Mark Wahlberg? When Mark Wahlberg is banging his wife, he's really thinking about banging himself?
Probably.
Just a clone of him, just mitosis
When I
or
bang
something.
my wife, I think about Mark Wahlberg.
Marky Mark.
Marky.
Shall we move on?
Yes.
Fuck you, Mark Wahlberg. If you
So,
ever hear this, come fight me.
Can you hand the microphone over to Gabe real quick?
Here you go, Gaby.
Let's see. So, before No Degree started, there was just a little movie night that Gabe was already hosting
Yeah, so
at his house.
before it
and-
was cool.
Like, dude, we watched 2 movies before we started recording for the podcast. And those
Heck
movies were The Fly and Big Trouble in Little China. 2 amazing movies.
For sure.
And Gabe, I want you to speak on those.
Okay, I can speak on those. I
I want you to speak
remember.
on why they're so cool.
Oh, definitely. So as you know, we love John Carpenter. You know, John Carpenter. If you're listening to this, you know, call us, give us a call, let us know, like, you're listening.
My phone
Whatever.
number is
Anyways, yeah. So, yeah, Big Trouble in Little China. It's kind of different from most other John Carpenter films, I think. Like, I think whereas he like kind of directs with a certain level of minimalism, this was just over the top fun. Like, it's just pure pulp
I
entertainment.
really like one of my regrets in this show is not starting with that movie. I mean, it's
Mhm.
just so good that like we would have had so much to talk about.
Right, but at the same time, those were like the starter days where we had a little TV. It's probably like quarter the size of the one we're watching on now. You know, we weren't at the IMAX theater then, so we were just watching on this little TV. But Big Trouble, so it was Big Trouble in Little China on a little TV, but it was still awesome. Like there's Chinese sorcery, there's like fighting. Kurt Russell plays this laughably useless protagonist, but it's a lot of fun. Gracie Law, she was really cute.
That's the first time I've ever heard Gabe say a woman is cute. FYI.
really.
Gabe, I thought you were a different person before we watched Big Trouble.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm totally joking.
But yeah, Gracie Law, the love interest, she's pretty cute. It's a shame that Kurt Russell just
That movie's
left her
hilarious
behind.
because it like paints Jack Burton up to be this like huge hero, but he literally does one helpful thing throughout the whole movie, which is throw the
Right.
knife back at the main dude. He doesn't do it like every time there's a fight scene. He just gets hit on the head and like passes
Right.
out. Yeah, he hurts
Mhm.
himself.
But yeah, I specifically remember that. It was on Blu-ray, and Oliver had to bring his PS3 over because I just have.
Yeah, that's why we watched it, because I just bought the Blu-ray.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, we need to watch it right now. And so I was like, Gabe, we need to watch this. And then we got Colin in on it. And Tori wasn't here because she's so much better than us. So much better. Yeah, you were. You were definitely here. Yeah.
Okay, he was here for half of it. Remember, he had to leave early.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so we started watching it. Yeah. The check is in the mail.
I mean the tour bus driver saying not to besmirch Jack Burton's name. He saved us all.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, that's
you
right.
probably couldn't hear.
For a personal account of what happened.
Okay, this is awkward because Colin's talking and he doesn't have the microphone. But with his loud booming voice, you probably heard it anyway. But he was talking about the intro and about how like whatever you said, the one guy should like never cross Jack Byrne because he saved them all, even though he did one important thing. Yeah. Oh my gosh. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. I definitely recommend it. It's just pure fun. You're not gonna get anything like deep out of it. It's just pure fun.
Which is weird because I heard someone hating on movies for that reason about 10 or 15 minutes ago, and yet he's here praising it for the same reasons when it's Big Trouble. So
I didn't say I wasn't fucking retarded. Eat my ass.
don't say that word.
Sorry. I didn't say I wasn't a hypocrite.
All right, I can't argue against that.
Colin has
I'll
a hard
find
on for Kurt Russell.
It's true. I'm gonna name my child Kurt Russell.
Who doesn't?
In chronological order, I would like to name my children Kurt Russell, Tommy, Jimbo, Kid with 2 D's, and John Candy.
Cool.
In Turbo.
Which one of those is from Bone Tomahawk?
What?
Have you seen Bone Tomahawk, dude?
Is that a porn?
Dude, no, it's a Kurt Russell movie. It's great. But I haven't seen it either, so we can't talk about it. Sorry.
So since we're drifting a little off topic, The Fly, it starts Jeff
Cronenberg,
Goldblum.
baby.
Yeah. It doesn't start with Cronenberg, but he directed it, and it has Jeff Goldblum in it, and he does a really good job acting as Jeff Goldblum.
Does a really
As
good
a sci-
job doing his job.
Pretty much, yeah. But he plays like a scientist, and I mean, the only time he doesn't do a good job is when like he becomes so much of a fly that they have to use a puppet to be him. But other than that, incredible practical effects. Like
Yeah,
Cronenberg was great.
Yeah, dude. Like, I remember I'd seen small clips of it on TV when I was like a kid, but then watching the whole thing, like start to finish, I was like blown away at what you could do like in the 80s
Mm-hmm.
just with like is there like a certain material they would use for like stuff like that? What? Is there like a certain material they would use for like practical effects back in the day?
They used all sorts of materials on the set of the thing. They used like cream
Bubble
corn
gum.
and melted bubble gum and
Mhm.
random all sorts of random stuff. But I don't know what they did with the fly.
They had
But
microwave
everything looked
bubble
really
gum.
everything looked really detailed and really slimy. Like it was
Probably a lot of corn
pretty
syrup.
grotesque.
Corn syrup's actually they use corn syrup a lot for like blood
That makes sense.
and guts and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Not shit. They probably just use brownies for shit, but
Or real shit. Honestly, like I wasn't gonna tell you guys this, but I donate my shit to movies. They use it on set. Just kidding.
amazing.
Yeah, just kidding. I'm not kidding.
He's not kidding. I wondered what happened in that toilet. Looked like someone was digging around in it. Now I know.
Yeah.
Dude, I think this leads into another topic, which is a heavily fan-requested topic that we talk about, and we've mentioned almost every single episode of the podcast. What is it? It's The Thing.
Wait, what thing?
The Thing.
Is this some sort of inside joke I'm not in on?
It's called the greatest horror movie of all time.
I thought you meant the Volkswagen thing.
Oh man.
Nope.
Yeah. The Thing.
I
I
wanna
think I was
hear-
the first. I just wanted to say I think I was the first one out of this group to watch that movie, and my cousin owned it, and he's like, "Practical effects are amazing. You got to watch this." And so I remember watching it, and it was just so realistic, as a shape-shifting alien can be. I'm telling you, like,
Dude, the scene with the blood vial test or whatever, you know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
Where he's putting the hot iron into it.
Mm-hmm.
That scene is like next level good.
Oh, definitely.
Like when it pops out of the thing and I need to stop
When the
saying
thing pops out of the thing.
when
and the
it
thing,
pops out of
thing,
the
thing.
dish and starts taking over who's the guy it gets in that scene?
Windows, I think.
Yeah, when it starts getting him, I was because when I watch old movies, it's like I'm impressed, but I'm not like glued to the screen
Right.
sometimes. But this movie, I was just blown away at how real they could make an alien look back then. Actually, I don't even know if it was an alien. No one knows what it is. That's why it's called The Thing. But
Yeah.
that scene is next level. And like, have you seen that video analysis called "Who Robbed the Blood Bank" on YouTube?
I think I have.
It's like I didn't even think anything about that scene, like the blood missing. I just thought
Mhm.
it got slashed. But after looking into like who could have done it,
Yeah.
it's insane the amount of detail that's in the
Oh,
story of
definitely.
that movie.
Yeah, it's a very rewatchable film for sure. Yeah. The scene that stuck with me the most is the defibrillator scene,
Oh yeah,
where he literally like presses defibrillators and this guy's chest cavity just opens up like a mouth and bites this guy's arms off. Like that scene, it was so gross that when I thought of it the next day while eating a chili dog, like I had to stop eating because my stomach just couldn't take it.
Do you want to hear my
It's a
favorite
great-
scene, Gabriel?
No, pass the microphone to Tori. I want to hear. I'm just kidding. No, Colin, what's your favorite scene from The Thing?
My favorite scene is when Kurt Russell is playing chess with the computer and gets
Oh my
pissed off
gosh.
and throws his liquor on it.
Tori, have you seen this
Really?
movie? Favorite scene?
Oh, sorry. That's better. Thanks. Can I say my least favorite scene?
Yeah.
The very beginning when they're shooting at the dog.
Oh, but it's a evil dog.
But I didn't know that,
But now you do.
and I still hate it.
Okay. Have you seen the prequel?
What's the prequel?
There's a Thing prequel.
No, there's not.
Yeah, it came out in 2009. It's trash. Actually, it was 2009,
It's up there
2011.
with Zootopia.
2011. It's terrible.
So should I watch it
No.
or not?
Don't watch it. I'm saying
Why'd you bring it up?
because they actually
probably
kill
love it.
dogs. They kill multiple dogs in that
I don't
one.
want to watch that. Have you seen this movie?
No. Something that you guys need to know about me is
You
there's a
talk a
lot of
lot of
stuff
shit.
that I talk about that have very minimal knowledge on.
Yes.
I'm just a big amount of bullshit.
And we'll call you out on it almost every single time.
Just call me anthropomorphic bullshit. That's going to be the title of this is STS1, anthropomorphic bullshit. So sorry, Tori. If you want to freaking take this outside, I'm more than willing to throw down.
Yeah, it's a little chilly.
Whatever. All I hear is excuses coming out from over there.
Yeah.
I'm coming up. I just want to keep talking about the thing forever. Like, you guys. All right, so I referenced the prequel. So you guys know how in the original there was like the whole like whippy vein thing,
Mhm.
like the alien would like that's a
Yes.
thing. So they tried to do that in the prequel, and it's just CGI. And it
How
looks
do you know?
because I've seen the clips, dude.
But you haven't seen the movie.
I've seen enough.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I've seen enough.
Mm-hmm. This is why this is called No Degree, right?
Yes.
And I don't watch movies, but I talk shit about them anyways.
Dude, I've seen this part, all right? It looks bad. You know what? Fuck this. Fuck. I'm
Hey,
not going
I
to
thought
have
you
this
were
on
not
my show.
cussing.
I'm not going to have this on my show. Okay?
No, it's already on your show. Colin says the worst words.
It's a free conch. It's a free conch. So let me talk about what I want. It's a free conch.
Free what?
It's free conch.
I'll show you a free conch.
Free conch. It's a Chris D'Elia saying, by the way.
It's a who saying?
Chris D'Elia,
I don't know who that is.
the comedian.
Who is that? That helped me so much.
Long dark hair. Not long, but like mid-length dark hair. He has a beard.
How do you spell his name?
Chris D'Elia.
That was helpful.
But anyway, he in his podcast he always says free conch, as in free country. Like it's free conch. It's a free conch. And I listen to it all the time, and I just basically I'm becoming him right now. He is my thing. I am the thing, and I am taking over Chris D'Elia. But anyway, as I was saying, the CGI in the 2011 thing is not good, and it really speaks a lot to how well done the effects were in the 1982 version.
I did
So-
like the thing. I just didn't like the beginning when they were shooting the dog.
Good. I'm glad you liked it. Because if you didn't, then I hate to break it to you, but you would not have a further spot on this show.
No, I would.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
Who am I to kick Tori out? It's only my show. Who am I to dictate anything that happens on here?
That doesn't deserve a response.
Okay, whatever. I'll just take that as a victory. Man,
Or
we
a
still have a
loss.
lot of topics left, and we are an hour in.
We need to talk about cooking.
Start us off.
I like to cook.
Is that it? What's your favorite dish to cook?
Cheesecake. So
Seriously?
super easy. Yeah.
What's your second favorite?
Lasagna.
Is that cooking or baking?
That's baking. Shut up.
Okay.
My favorite dish to cook is lasagna or tuna casserole or both.
How do you make lasagna? I need it for
we,
my- I
we
need to-
also make our own fries. Those are really good too. But Colin makes those.
Like you
Like
cut
we
the
fry
potatoes
them.
and everything.
Yeah, cut them and fry them and eat them all.
Homemade fries are like it's amazing how much better they are than
Should
like
really
fast
probably
food
do
fries.
that. That's right, we did. Yeah,
They were so
Gabe
good.
needs to try them.
So you like to cook lasagna?
Yeah, I do.
You like to cook? What'd you say? Tuna something? Tuna
Tuna
casserole?
casserole. Oh yeah.
So you like to bake cheesecake? Do you like to bake anything else?
No, I baked cupcakes yesterday too, and that was not fun.
Why?
They're difficult.
Really?
I don't know. They just didn't turn out the way I wanted them to turn out. But the icing was delicious.
There's not a certain amount not the right amount of a certain ingredient?
I don't know.
What went wrong?
Colin, what went wrong with the cupcakes?
Did Colin eat them all before they were done cooking?
They were really good. No, I actually don't I don't care for sweets that much. I had one. It was fine. It was good. It's a little too sweet for me because I guess what? Don't like sweets. I don't know why I have the microphone. Honestly, I really don't have much to say. Cupcakes were good.
All right, thanks.
You're
I guess.
What's your favorite thing to eat? Anybody?
That was actually one of the questions that we got from my mom.
Perfect.
And now
Oliver's
Tori.
mom, we are answering your question now.
She asked, "What's my favorite food?" or "What's our favorite food?" And I can tell you my favorite dessert, but I honestly don't know my favorite food. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But my favorite dessert is what's called chess cake,
We talked about that, didn't we?
also known as gooey butter cake, and it is amazing. It's gonna be a weird vocal effect. But that's my favorite dessert. If I had to pick a favorite like dinner meal, I'm not even joking when I say this. I really like broccoli, like a lot.
I love broccoli.
Yeah. Colin asked if I could eat it out of a popcorn bucket during a movie. I definitely could. It would get old a lot quicker than popcorn would, but I definitely could eat just like broccoli just as a side in a
I
movie.
have to second you. I actually really like broccoli as well. Much more than cupcakes. I could eat broccoli all day. In fact, actually, one of the jobs I used to work at, a firm here in Cincinnati, an architecture firm, which will remain nameless. I would just eat bags of steamed broccoli for lunch. And it was fine. It was good. It's a great way to stay in shape.
Lots of fiber.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Lots of fiber.
Anything green is good for me. Green food and purple food's also
I've been
good.
drinking vegetable smoothies in the morning. Let's see if I can remember what's in it. Cucumber,
Ooh.
kale,
Ah.
rainbow chard,
Oh,
celery.
you're bad. Sorry.
I forget what I already said. Celery, banana, blueberry,
Oh.
ginger,
Yeah.
and some other type of vegetable. But you put all that shit in a blender and blend it all up, and
Yeah,
then
you
choke
put it
it
in
down
there,
every
choke
morning.
it down every morning.
And
Blend that shit up.
it's actually really
choke
not
it
that
down,
bad.
Blend it
The
up.
only
choke it
problem
down.
the only problem like the taste is fine. The taste is not an issue. The only
And why do you have
problem
to choke it down?
because it's so viscous. Like you can't just like chuck it. Like it's
That's
like,
true.
It's like paste.
It's a chore to drink smoothies.
I
Fruit
could.
smoothies, vegetable smoothies. All
Yeah.
the same. It's a chore to get through them.
Yeah, yogurt's in there already.
Yogurt's
Um, But like it's like I basically eat it.
So your favorite food? We'll just say broccoli. Would you say that's your favorite for now? So you can't think of one.
Yeah, I
Broccoli's
guess.
good. And chess cake.
If I had to pick, actually, I think like lobster or crab might
I've
be
never
my
had
favorite.
lobster.
Like well done. Like don't get me wrong, there is shitty seafood. Oh, like Philip Solo. Yes. But if you get a really nicely cooked lobster or crab, A+.
Do you know where to get that in Cincinnati? Covington?
Yes. It's not necessarily Cincinnati.
Okay.
It's actually close to you guys. It's called Papa Dough.
Wait, where is this?
It's past. It's Eastgate, yeah. Fuck, I'm bleeping that out. I don't want anyone to know where we are. But it's
I thought
up.
we knew that we were in Cincinnati.
Well, yeah, but saying Eastgate is more
We don't.
exact.
We're not near Eastgate though. It's fine.
All right, fine. I won't bleep it out. But
Can you beep out what I said earlier that I'm not going to say right now?
pull the mic away and say it. Oh yeah, I was gonna cut that.
Thanks. I don't want our listeners to hear that.
I'm not.
Now my mom can hear it. It's fine. But
Well, I would have cut that out anyway.
Thanks.
I'm not having that word on my podcast.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
But what were we talking about? Oh yeah, fish. Yeah, Papa
Papa
Dough.
Dough.
Papa Dough is. I
Whatever.
went there for after graduation and got catfish, and it was amazing. So
How was it?
highly recommend. Amazing.
Anyways, seafood is disgusting. Gabe?
Wait, you didn't even say your favorite food.
Okay, Tori's decided that it's my turn, which is awkward because I don't really have a favorite food. I love all types of food. I love seafood, I love gyros. I eat pretty much anything. Like, healthy or unhealthy. Like, I don't care. I'll have a salad with my corn dogs. Like, whatever. But as far as desserts go, I love Rice Krispie treats. They're just so easy to make and they're so delicious. As far as food, I don't know. I've always liked Oriental cuisine a lot. So like anything from a Chinese buffet, just like, you know, whether it be the chicken, the noodles. I love sushi. Just anything that's kind of like different. I've always loved rice. Like that's always one of my favorite like things to put in food because it's cheap. It's a, you know, good energy source and that sort of thing. It's not like I can eat it plain if, you know, my stomach's upset or something. So, yeah. I guess those are my thoughts on food.
Great.
Thank you, Gabe. We value your input. Oliver, I don't know what you're looking at me for.
Lay it on me again, Tori.
I said my favorite food. Thank you for the
All right.
recap.
Let me just clarify something here.
Is it mean?
I'm fucking tired of this shit. You grabbed the mic from Gabe.
I think so.
I look at you expecting you to say something. The first thing out of your mouth, Oliver, why are you looking at me? What the fuck, Tori?
Well, it's an honest question.
You got me swearing again.
Apparently, I'm the problem
I'm like
here.
an old man. You got me swearing again. You are the problem.
Yeah. And yet here I am
My
every
God.
week causing problems. We would be rich. No, like you and I would be rich and they would be broke.
Whatever.
You, Colin, and you, Oliver.
That'd be actually really awesome. Like put a quarter in every time you swear, and the person with the least swears gets the pot at the end of the night.
I love that. Let's do it. Next week, I'll make a swear jar.
We're doing it. Make sure you bring your quarters.
I'm fucking broke. I don't know what you want from me.
You got that.
I don't have enough quarters to put in a fucking swear jar.
You got that job. You got that primetime job.
Yeah, I don't get paid that much, and I only get paid monthly, so I starve the entire month and then spend everything in one day.
How about also the higher the rating is, the more you have to pay me. So if it's like rated R, everyone has to pay me $10. How about that?
Why you?
Because it's my it's my household. And Colin just pushed the mic into my face. Colin, you turd muffin. Hold on a second. I just really wanted to say something to you. Oh man, Colin, you in piece of shit, you mother. That's it. Yeah. That's right. I spat hot fire at Colin.
You're dead, Colin. You're dead, man. You're so dead. The autopsy said he only had one beer. How many have you had? You remember the line, Gabe? It's from Dazed and Confused.
12.
It's when they're climbing the moon tower.
I have no idea. I
Autopsy
forgot.
said he only had one beer. How many did you have? 4.
I
You're
don't-
dead, man. You're so dead. You're so dead.
I have no idea. I had like 4 glasses of wine when we were watching that movie, so I
You're
was pretty,
dead, man.
I was pretty
You're
dazed
so
and confused
dead.
myself.
You're so dead.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
dead.
So, rip Colin. Looks like we lost a member of the podcast tonight.
Sorry, not sorry.
Speaking of things that
I'm
got
not
fucked
sorry.
up. Speaking of things that got
Shut
fucked
up.
up.
Shut up.
apparently,
Shut up. I'm dead. I'm dead now. Let me have this. I'm dead. Thank you. I'm dead. Goodbye.
Okay, Oliver's done.
Speaking of things that are fucked up or have gotten fucked up, I heard there's a little bit of a toilet situation.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so this deal with my toilet. Okay, so what they're talking about is my toilet currently, the tank cover is kind of shifted to the side. It's still on top of the toilet, but shifted to the side. And that is because I had to actually Oh my gosh, Colin, shut up. You didn't. Good thing you guys didn't hear Colin. Anyways, so I'm looking up a diagram. So this is what's happening. So like when the float cup in the tank rises up when the water is refilling, it pushes that lever, and like the crane arm that like comes up with it, it's really squeaky for some reason. And so, okay. Anyways, so like the float cup is coming up, and it's just it's just so squeaky for some reason. And so basically, what's happening is like I'll just be doing whatever after using the restroom, and I'll just hear a. It's surprisingly loud for such a little thing in the toilet. And so like that's why I have like the cover off, so I can just like push it all the way and it doesn't squeak anymore. That's probably longer of an explanation than it needed, but Colin's been interrupting and you haven't been able to hear him because he doesn't have a mic.
It's funny because I'm also dead.
Yeah, he's also dead. But have you guys like been intermittently hearing it lately though? Like a squeak coming from the bathroom? Yeah.
No, I thought maybe you just had like the shower rig from Prisoners or something, and
that's right.
Someone crying.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my daughter? No. A question from another dimension beyond your physical material world. Because I'm dead.
So basically hell? I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'm in hell.
Just
Where else
kidding.
would I go?
Oh.
Okay. Real quick, Gabe. How do you shit in your toilet? I'm not trying to be funny. This is a legitimate concern of mine, and I get anxious when I'm at your place, like I am now, and I have to poop, like I do now, because that toilet's too small for me to not make a big mess. I simply can't fit my big fat legs in that toilet bowl without being half in and half out. It's like I've got to one cheek it, and I've got to pick which hole is going to be in the toilet, because I can't do both. Can't tell if I'm coming or I'm going. Sometimes I feel like maybe I should just like stand over it and maybe just kind of like bombing raid your
Colin. It's
okay.
It's not you. It's me. I have a skinny butt. Okay.
Really?
Like very very skinny, very bony too.
It's
like
not a problem for you. Okay, for those who haven't seen Gabe's toilet, the bowl is like perfectly circular, right? It's not an elongated bowl, which, by the way, everybody in my house is a big fatty like me, so we all have big toilets. And those are still hard. Sometimes I still shit on the back of the seat just because my ass is huge.
Oh my gosh.
And I noticed that there really aren't. I mean, all the shit stains on your toilet are inside. There are no shit stains on the outside. What's your secret? Do you do you poop sideways a little bit? Lift one leg off and kind of like. Do you ever have to like hold your manitalia in your hands while you're pooping? Because you're afraid it's gonna touch the toilet bowl.
No, I just have a small butt. Okay.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay. Well, thank you. Those are my questions. And
yeah, there you go.
I appreciate it.
As far as tips go, I don't know what to say.
It's fine. I'm just gonna.
If you want, you can just if you want, you can just poop in my bathtub. I'll clean it up later.
I think we got some questions. Oliver, what do we got?
Yeah. What's our first question?
Well, first question is, what is your favorite movie that involves a large rat or rat-like character? Asked by, I need to give him a fake name,
Devin.
Gerard Kumquat.
Gerard Kumquat? Well, I don't really have an answer to that question.
I have my answer. And
giant
it's
rat.
the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. Live action, of course. Which, guess what, Tori? Haven't seen it.
He's only saying that because I mentioned it earlier, but I don't know. I mean, Ratatouille has little rats, so I don't think that counts.
Tori, haven't seen it.
Not surprised.
So I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, that's all this is you talking shit about movies you haven't seen.
Tori, guess what?
You
Guess
don't
what?
care?
Don't care.
Yeah.
Done meh.
This is his show. It's a free conch.
Free conch.
He can do whatever he wants.
I just Chris deleted 3 times in 1 minute, by the way. So just keep that in mind.
I'm just gonna say my favorite movie with a giant rat. Oh, I know what it is. It's The Princess Bride with the ROUSs. It's definitely that
Hell
movie.
yeah.
I love The Princess Bride.
Hell yeah.
No. If there's anyone in the world who loves The Princess Bride more than me, it's my dad, because we almost had 3 copies of The Princess Bride at one point. He bought it one time on VHS, and it's like, great, this is a great movie. Like, we watched it, yay. Then another time, he brings home another copy of The Princess Bride. I'm like, Dad, we already have this. I kid you not. Another time we're at a flea market, and we're like looking in different areas. Dad texts me, do we have a copy of The Princess Bride? I reply in all caps, yes. That's a great movie, but I don't think we need 3 VHS copies of it.
Why not, dude?
Touche. But that's my favorite movie with giant rats, ROUSs. Although I must say, I don't think they really exist.
You guys have questions or an answer for the question?
Yes, I do. My favorite movie with a giant rat is Transformers: Age of Extinction, where Mark Wahlberg plays the rat.
So basically any Mark Wahlberg movie.
That is correct.
Come
How
on,
about
Tori.
Flushed Away?
Oh
Have you
my
seen that?
Oh, I forgot about that bullshit movie.
It
Oh
has
my
a 73 on Rotten Tomatoes
That movie's so
with Hugh Jackman. Oh my god.
That movie is so dumb. But I also haven't seen. I actually have seen this one.
That was.
I have seen this one. But I haven't seen it in years. So maybe it's amazing. And my stupid kid brain just couldn't realize it at the time.
Together, they must navigate their way through a busy city filled with dangers for any mouse, including terrifying rapids, treacherous whirlpools, and most of all, the villainous Toad and his hench rats, Spike and Witty.
Hell yeah. That's the kind of plot I like right there. That's the kind of plot I like.
I love this scene. One of my favorite scenes from that film is when the rats are racing around the house in the Barbie Corvette, and Dancing with Myself by Billy Idol is playing. It is just, to me, it was an iconic moment. And I remember thinking, wow, I wish I was a little rat riding around in a Barbie Corvette listening to Billy Idol right now, because it sounds better than being a little kid in this big crazy world. Mark Wahlberg sucks.
Every time you pass the mic, you should say that from now on. Mark Wahlberg sucks. I hope he hears this. I hope somehow Mark Wahlberg hears this.
I'm gonna comment on his Instagram that he sucks, and I guarantee you he'll challenge me to fight before I can say anything else.
Do it, dude. I double dog dare you. Next question. Actually, serious question this time. Tori, you can go first since you have the mic. What is your favorite sitcom? You have to look it up? Are you Googling what is Tori Rainey's favorite sitcom?
It's Colin again from the grave. Mark Wahlberg sucks. Tori is pulling out her phone to Google what her favorite sitcom is. Potentially because she may not know what a sitcom is. I do not know what a sitcom is.
What?
She just admitted to not knowing what a sitcom is, and I don't know. So Tori, what is it?
Situational comedy.
Well, Modern Family popped up, and The Simpsons.
It's basically
How
any,
I Met Your Mother,
it's basically
The
any
Office.
It's any TV comedy show.
I can definitely not pick one of these. Family Guy. There's a lot.
Mine's definitely Parks and Rec.
I do not like that show.
What?
I cannot, for the life of me, get into it.
Do you like it, Colin? Why don't you like it?
I do not like Amy Poehler
I can understand that.
in the slightest.
I can understand that. I wish you liked it though, because I love that show. I don't know what you said. I've got headphones on. Can't hear anything.
I'm going to be lame but also agreeable. My favorite sitcom is probably Seinfeld. I mean, I love The Office and Parks and Rec and those things, but if, like, I don't know, when I think of a sitcom, I feel like Seinfeld is, like, the quintessential sitcom.
I totally agree.
And I love it. I think it's hilarious. Haven't seen it in a while, but I've seen every single episode.
Definitely a top 3-er.
Oh, yeah. It's great.
I don't know what to say.
I think that's everyone.
I don't know what to say. We've hit our first roadblock where I just didn't know what to say.
But what's the next question?
We have another question,
Ooh.
which is, what is your favorite hour-long TV drama? So, like, hour episodes.
Oh.
Which mine is probably True Detective Season 1. Which,
Good call.
I don't know if any of you guys have seen that, but it is masterful storytelling, masterful acting by both Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson.
All right.
Somehow. It's like Woody Harrelson's only good role ever. Who?
Sorry, Woody Harrelson is from Cincinnati.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he went to Anderson High School.
Did not know that.
He's a huge Bengals fan, apparently. Yeah,
That's
I
pretty
mean,
cool.
I don't think anybody really knows it, but I heard it on the radio one day that Woody Harrelson was like in town for the Bengals game or some shit like that. Apparently, he's a big fan. He's from here. I just think that's really cool because he's kind of, he's kind of cute, really admirable guy. I like his bald head. I didn't
don't-
like him in Kingpin.
I don't like him
Garbage
in
movie.
almost anything. I don't
Did
think
you
he's a
not
very
like
good actor.
the zombie one? What the fuck was
Zombieland?
that? Zombieland. You didn't
I
like
haven't
that?
seen Zombieland.
Shut the fuck up. Zombieland's good.
Oh, I know I would. Isn't that an Edgar Wright movie?
What about
Edgar Wright?
Hey. No Country for Old Men.
Shaun of the Dead.
No Country for Old Men.
He was
plays
in that for like 2 minutes.
It's true, but he was in it and he did a good job till he got killed.
Want to know a secret?
Sure.
Haven't seen. No, I'm just kidding. of course I've seen that.
Oh man, that's probably one of the best movies I've seen in the
No
last.
Country for Old Men is amazing. Have you seen the spin-off that they made called World Cinema?
No.
It's like a 3-minute long short where Josh Brolin in character goes into a movie theater and he basically just asks the person behind the counter the same thing that Javier Bardem's character asked the gas station attendant.
Oh my
But
god.
it's phrased completely differently.
Right.
And so like on my first watch I was like, what even is this? And then I watched it again and
What
I was like,
business
oh my
is
god.
yours, friendo?
It's really good. It's on YouTube.
Where I'm
I
from.
would recommend watching it. But
Speaking of spin-offs in sitcoms, I don't think I ever hour-long TV dramas. Recently, well, not super recently, but most recently, for me, probably Better Call Saul. Have you seen any episodes of Better Call Saul or Breaking Bad?
I'm caught up to season 3. I haven't seen season 4 yet
Of Saul or
of Saul. I've seen all of Breaking Bad.
yeah, amazing, right? I mean, we don't need to talk about that
Actually,
because everybody knows.
That might be my number 1 actually. Breaking Bad.
Oh, let's talk about it.
I didn't even think about it when I gave the answer. True Detective was the first thing that came to mind, but Breaking Bad, like, that's up there with Prisoners in terms of igniting my love for, like, visual media.
The cinematography in that show is incredible.
It's amazing.
Cinematography.
Gabe, you just finished it, like, recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just finished Breaking Bad recently and very quickly. Like, I watched pretty much the entirety of it in a month. Just,
That is
I mean,
impressive.
I didn't sit like a vegetable the whole time. Like sometimes, like since I live in a studio apartment, it was just, I'd have it on and I'd be able to, practice guitar or clean my apartment a little bit. But it's a very bingeable show, and it's
You should
really
do
good.
what I've been doing lately, where I put on a show and I try to work out for as long as I can during the
Oh
show.
my goodness!
And if you would have done that for Breaking Bad within a month,
Wow,
you'd be shredded, bro.
nice.
Shredded.
Benching bad.
Benching bad. Breaking records
Yeah,
badly.
badly. Yeah.
But that show is amazing. It's like unbelievable how good
Mhm.
that show is.
I'd actually honestly have to like say that that's probably my favorite hour-long drama. But I haven't seen a ton of like hour-long TV shows.
Have you
I
seen Better
haven't-
Call Saul?
I have not seen an episode of Better Call Saul yet.
Better Call
Um,
Saul is pretty good.
Yeah.
Highly
but-
recommend.
Yeah, so I'm probably going to watch that next. Currently, I'm going through Hannibal, which is great so far. I tried to get into Twin Peaks, but I can't get into it for some reason.
Oh man, Twin Peaks
But-
is great.
Yeah. Say Breaking Bad for sure.
Dory,
I also love Breaking Bad and Better.
are we
Call
all in
Saul.
agreement here? Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I think so.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Is Ozark considered a drama?
Yes.
That's also up there.
I haven't seen Ozark.
I love Ozark. You
What's
should
it? What's it
definitely
even
watch
about?
Okay. Ozark is about I'm just so excited right now. Ozark is about a gentleman named Marty Bird who launders money for the cartel, the Mexico cartel. That is, I don't know how many cartels there are, but that one, the big one, the bad one. No, it's not the cartel, but it's like the second worst gang in Mexico. Not gang, crime organization. Okay, Tori's saying it's the cartel. Either way, he launders money for some really bad dudes, but he's also, get this, a family man. And that's that's where the show is, actually. Marty Bird, he just seems like your your everyday average guy. Guy drives a beige Toyota Camry. His wife's got a Honda Odyssey, and she's cheating on him, having an affair. They throw some dude out a window. It's hilarious in the first episode. Anyway, like a skyscraper window. Actually, since we're architects, there's a guy that this dude's wife's is cheating on him with. He gets thrown out of Zaha Hadid's Aqua Tower in Chicago. It's hilarious. Anyway, basically, the laundering money, the guy he's working with to launder this money for the cartel, starts stealing some of it. They find out, and they come killing him, and they agree to let Marty Bird live if he goes to the Ozarks, which is somewhere in Missouri, where there's a shitload of lakes and stuff, and just keep laundering money for them for pretty much the rest of his life. And they're like, fine, we won't kill you, but now you have to go to buttfuck Egypt and launder money forever. And that's the show. It's him trying to make money, in the Ozarks. It's really good. It's really, if you like Breaking Bad, you would definitely enjoy Ozark.
I'll have to check it out.
Should. There are 2 seasons. It's also very bingeable, so be careful.
Okay. I'll be very careful.
No, seriously. Be very careful.
Okay.
Careful. Can
All
you hear
right.
me whispering?
Yes.
It's amazing.
I need to invest in next time we would do this, everyone should bring headphones.
Yeah.
I need to
Okay.
get the splitter for them, but
Is that just a normal auxiliary jack or
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
that was the last question. So, and we are an hour and a half in.
Oh god, no one's going to make it this far.
Dude, this was fun.
These are great to listen to while you're working, by the way. They're mindless. Just put them on, get some
Yeah, they're
shit
so
done.
mindless. Don't even have to listen to them. It's just background
I mean,
noise.
it's mindless when I speak, but you're getting the pinnacle of human intellectuality. That's a hard word for me because I'm stupid. Every time Oliver and Gabe and Victoria here open their mouths to grace you with their intelligence, but it's mindless when I talk. Third question, Oliver. Sorry.
No, that was it.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah.
We're done. We made it through our whole agenda.
Yeah, we did. We made it
Wow.
through everything.
And we didn't even watch the movie we came here to watch. I thought I was coming here to watch The Last of the Mohicans. And I get here, and Oliver's fucking around with his laptop and all this audio stuff. I'm like, whoa. Stop the clock. Hold on. Something's not right here. I didn't say any of this, but it's all in my head like, what is going on? Semicolon maybe. What is Oliver doing?
It's actually not the right
Dash.
punctuation there. You should use a hyphen.
What do I do? So I just went to the bathroom because I didn't know what was happening.
Was it really that scary for you?
I was a little alarmed because you were kind of like turned around, not facing us as we walked in. So like, you could have been like a evil maniac, stroking a cat. And I was afraid. I don't really like cats. I think that might have been subconsciously.
I don't think
What
you.
got me
I don't think
into
you
the
know what you're
bathroom.
saying right now. Cats? Where did cats come into this?
If you had a cat, I didn't want to be around the cat. I went to the bathroom.
All right. Well, good thing I didn't have a cat then.
I know. I was relieved when I came out and found that there was no cat.
All right,
Kitten.
man. Okay.
Hairless cats
I'm
are the worst.
genuinely at a loss right now. I have no idea how to respond to that.
Oh. I don't know why I'm a guest in this podcast. Eventually, the phone will stop ringing, and I won't be back here.
We need to call it anyway. This is the end. We made it We made it over an hour and a half on our first try.
Now, when do you think we'll be releasing this? / will it be released?
It's already out.
It's already it's just out there in the cloud. We're
Yeah.
live.
We're streaming.
Ooh,
No, I'm just kidding.
I'll
But,
show you
um,
a stream.
No, it'll be out. I'll probably
R.
release it
Kelly
pretty
showed
soon.
a lot of people his stream. He's a bad guy.
But
He's in a lot of trouble
Yeah.
right now.
I think that's the end, guys.
All right.
Thank you very much for talking with me. Great.
Thanks for talking with Oliver. I come to thank you, and here you are. And you're
I assumed
great.
I assumed you were gonna say something mean.
No, I said something nice.
I know. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here. Seriously.
Someone's gonna be back after this.
Goodbye. Farewell. I'll see you in the morning.
Goodbye, everybody.
Fuck you. You're supposed to sing the rest of it because I'm
All
not
right. I'm gonna hit stop now.
Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. Gotta leave you all behind and face the truth. Okay, is that a better goodbye, Colin?
Great.
That's
That was
perfect.
wonderful. And I'm going to go back to the bathroom. And, I'm afraid of cats.
All right.
Goodbye,
All right.
Colin. It's been nice.
Everybody listening, thank you for listening. This was the first episode of STS, Shooting the Shit.
Mark Wahlberg sucks.
Mark Wahlberg sucks. And we will see you all next time. Thank you for listening. Have a good night. Signing off.